Oh, wow. What's up, everyone? I am Josh Langworthy. I'm your host, and welcome to another How to Let's Draw. And this is going to be the basic starting of my How to Draw Human Anatomy. This would be on basics, so this will be the basic courses on... there goes my phone. Anyways, this would be the basic courses on basically how to draw the human body, right? As an artist, especially as a beginning artist, that's one of the few things you need to learn as a strong point. Not necessarily every artist is really super good at drawing people, but that is something you should learn how to do as an artist, especially when you're starting to venture into becoming more advanced. But like I said, right now we're going to go and just stick to the basics, and we're going to break down each body part of the body. And yeah, so without any further ado, let's go start on eyes. And I think I'm going to go ahead and break it down from realism down to cartooning. And there's going to be different styles like manga, manhwa, and manga, and there's also Western style. Manga is obviously Japanese. Manhwa is Korean, which is my style. There's manga, which is Chinese, and then you got Western style, which both includes inside European and American. So, like I said, first thing we're going to do, we're going to work on realism, and then we'll go ahead and break it down from there. So the first thing you want to do is, obviously, when you're seeing an eyeball, we're just going to do a full frontal eye, and then from there, we'll break it down into the other views, but they'll probably be on another day. So let's go ahead and break down the full frontal view of the eye. And the first thing you want to do, let's go ahead and do it this direction. Go ahead and put a little circle like that on there. And from there, you're going to want to go ahead and put a line right in the middle. And that's going to be the difference in how, kind of like how the facial structure and how you have everything's basically symmetrical. This is going to allow you to have symmetrical eyes as well. From here, this is just the basic infrastructure of the eyeball. So. Put the top layer up, the eyelid right here. And it actually, believe it or not, goes down under. There's like a little area where your the salt goes into, and then it goes up and then under. So make that little tail, believe it or not, is actually right here in this direction right there. And then we're going to go slightly under and out. This little lip right there. And then we're going to fully extend the rest of the eyeball. This eyelid. And again, just like on that side, we're going to kind of tail it in out. Just like that. From there, we're going to go ahead and, if you look at the eye, there's a little eyeball piece right here that you barely can see. This is actually the eye lining, another piece of skin which actually is a protection over the eyeball itself. So if you were to draw realistically, you would see that, and it kind of goes up from here, curves all the way down, and curves back up. So typically, when you draw people, you wouldn't see that. But if you get an up-close view, you will see that. It should look something like that. Now we're going to go ahead and drive in the eyeball piece. should be about the same size as that circle. If it's not, it's okay to go a little bit bigger. Just like that. And obviously this is full frontal, so you'll be seeing the eyeball actually looking straight. So it should be in the middle, the big old black pupil. So we'll draw a little circle right there in the middle. And then we got to draw in the shines. Should look like that. From there, you get the iris. Obviously, if you look at the iris from the pupil, the iris actually goes out and looks like kind of like a brush. None of them are all the same length, so you can always make them look a little differently. As long as it looks like it's a little circle, fur ball kind of coming out from it. Just like that. Go ahead and color in the pupil. The pupil should be black, so you should darken it as much as you can. The iris changes color, so it determines what color eyes your person you're drawing is. So it should look like that. From here, draw the top layer of the skin right there. Goes up, and then it flattens, and then it goes down. Just like that for the top layer of the eyelid. Bottom eyelid's a little bit more saggier, but it goes inward more, right? Same with the other side. So it should look like this on both sides. And then, obviously, the bottom eyelid is a little bit bigger. Slightly, not by much. It should look like that when it's done. Now, we're going to go ahead and put the eyebrow in here. Now, eyebrows are different for each person. Some of them got unibrows, some of them got, slanted, other eyes, eyebrow links. We're just going to go with the basic generic style eyebrow for this particular training here. And you want to go ahead and outline it first, right? Look something like that. And then cool thing about eyebrows is they're hair follicles, right? Determining on the person you're drawing will determine what they look like, but what you want to do is you want to kind of just make it look like fur, so you just constant strokes is how you're going to get it to look like an eyebrow. And since eyebrows are really small hair follicles, it's okay to make the hair follicles look like short strokes that you're doing. So don't ever feel like you have to make them blended in. I mean, it's okay to blend it in just as long as you make the strokes and they're up here to look like strokes because that's how eyebrows are made. And it should look something like that. Now, you got these things right here, right? Eyelashes. Eyelashes are interesting. And for the top, they go, and the curve, they go upward. And for the bottom, they curve and they go downward. So, not always will you see an eyelash on somebody, but sometimes you will. I just draw what I honestly see. Obviously, I'm just drawing from my mind, so I won't be able to see that particularly. But the closer it gets in towards the middle, the more straight the lines become, and the further away from the middle it goes, the more curved it looks, to give you that effect that that there's perspective there, right? So there's the top layer. For the bottom layer, it's the same thing, but there's usually less on the lower eyelids. But again, they curve outward. Should look like that. Now, there's a little trick that I used there, and I'll flip it over here so you can see that. As you can see, when the eyelash is away from the eyeball, the eyelashes curve up. The closer it gets to the middle, the more it becomes straight, and the further away it goes again, it goes the other direction. Same with the bottoms. And that's what I did here in this drawing. And that, my friends, is exactly how you draw an eyeball. Let me go ahead and shade in the rest of this. If you're going to shade it or line thicken it, just do what you do on basics for light sources, and just kind of go from there. And it'll come out perfectly fine. Alright, now I'm just going to make my whites, but there's obviously no indent on the eyes, so it should look something like that. There we go. That's how you do a real eye. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a basic manga style eye right after this. Really, eyes are real simple. We're just going to go with our basics. Of course, cartooning is a lot simpler, right? So you don't have to add in so much of the detail. There's a manga style. See the difference between realism and manga? You take out a lot of the details. I think I'll go ahead and leave it there. I'll go in more in depth on how to do, cartoon styles. But anyways, guys, next week we're gonna go ahead and work on noses. Anyways, guys, I'm your host, Josh Langworthy. Hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Google+, Instagram, anything else you can think of that I might possibly have. I don't think I have very much more than that. Anyways, I think that's it. Peace out, guys. Bye.